Lol. Home Alone is a beloved movie and considered a cult classic in Poland. Just a reminder, this movie is 33 years old. It was produced in 1990, and for most of its so-called life, it has been broadcast in Poland. As I recall, it first aired 20 years ago in 2003 on Polsat. In 20 years of broadcasting, it has become a Polish holiday tradition. Every holiday season, they always show Home Alone and its sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. In Poland, a group of people, including myself, love this movie and see Home Alone as a sign the holidays are near. I really like this movie. I practically know it by heart, and usually when the holidays are approaching. When I have tasks at the breeding place, like feeding animals or cleaning terrariums, Home Alone plays in the background. I don't have to focus on the movie since I know the whole plot by heart. There's also a second group of people who aren't quite as enthusiastic about this movie. Let me know in the comments which group you belong to, but let's get to the point. This movie has a special place in my heart not only because it's about the holidays, but also because it features a certain special actor. Since this channel is about insects and spiders, who else could I mean but the tarantula? Buzz. Buzz is, if there is anyone who still hasn't seen this movie, Buzz is Kevin's older brother who keeps a tarantula in his room. An interesting fact is that for years the movie had a mistranslation because in Polish the spider was called a tarantula. And as we may or may not know, the spider shown in the movie is not a tarantula, it's a bird-eating spider. Tarantulas and bird-eating spiders are completely different spiders. If you would like to learn more about the differences between a bird-eating spider and a tarantula, I invite you to watch this video here. Here, I try to explain what these differences are about. And when commercials for Kevin start appearing on television screens, questions automatically start popping up in the comments on my channel. What kind of spider was in Home Alone? So to answer your questions, in this video I'll tell you exactly which spider played a role in that movie. Because it just so happens that among the spiders, arachnids, insects, reptiles and other strange creatures I have here, we can find one particular spider. Oh, this one is in a really funny spot. We have a spider of the exact same species as the one in the movie, and it's in this terrarium. Alright, we need to take them out somehow like this. Oh! Just don't drop it and it'll be fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, here before you is a spider, which is a tarantula, and which in the movie caused quite a stir, making it possible for Kevin to escape from the burglars, among other things. That's a spoiler. If someone hasn't seen the movie, maybe we should take him out. The problem is, he'll be crawling around. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we did it. The spider is here, let's put him down, and try not to blow on him so he doesn't run off anywhere. My dear friends, in front of you is the striped tarantula. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That she's going to run around here and she's really fast. No, don't go. Please don't go. Fine. At worst, she'll crawl on my hand. Listen, this is a zebra tarantula. That's its Polish name. Few people use it, but I once read it in a book. That name is also listed on various websites dedicated to this tarantula, so let's just say it's a zebra tarantula. Whoa. That was a good rescue move because sometimes she can be really fast, and that's exactly why I don't like it. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead and fix your hair, of course. That's exactly why I don't like recording videos with her, because it's just a disaster. You know the Polish name. The scientific name is Aphonopelma semani, a spider native only to Costa Rica. As I recall, it lives in the forest on the ground and is a typical burrowing, ground-dwelling spider. So it simply lives in burrows that are located close to the ground. Yeah, sure, mess yourself up even more. Great, really awesome. So now when it lifted its leg, that's awesome. Why was this species chosen for the movie? I don't know the main reason, but I have some suspicions. First of all, this species is super popular in the United States. Seriously, it's a very cheap, very popular and very easily available tarantula species. It's pretty much the same in Poland. I mean, there's no big problem getting such a spider, even buying an adult female, you just need to know where to look. But it's not a very expensive spider, nor is it very hard to keep, nor is it, I don't know, very exclusive, let's call it that, so let's say it's quite common. Secondly, this spider's mild venom indicates it is from the Aphonopelma genus. These are, little guys from South America, and that's okay. There are some individuals that are a bit more nervous, a bit quicker, let's say, and I think this one has a bit of a tendency to be fast. Anyway, you just saw a moment ago what she can do. However, in the end, this individual is actually quite calm, easy to handle, very pleasant to be around, and doesn't cause any problems. And there are individuals who can really stand their ground and cause trouble here. The spider is fairly calm, and I think they picked a calm one for the movie to avoid any accidents with the actors. And here's another interesting fact. While one of the thieves, in this case Marv, that is the actor who played Marv, had no problem with having such a spider placed on his face. And from this incident comes probably one of the most iconic scenes in the movie, when Marv just screams his head off with a spider like that on his face. However, the other actor who played Harry was not as tolerant toward the spider. And you can see in one scene, when Harry is lying on his back and has the spider on his vest, that the spider is fake. And this was done solely because the actor didn't agree to have a live spider crawl on him. It was only for that scene in the movie. The live spider was replaced with an artificial one, probably made of some kind of plastic, but you can tell that the spider is fake, just know. That's an interesting fact. Here's another about this movie. At the start of the movie, Buzz, Kevin's brother, says they can leave for the holidays because his tarantula isn't really a tarantula, but a bird spider. He got a serving of mouse guts to eat.
He ate mouse guts, which will last him 2 weeks.
I'd like to reassure you, viewers. Don't worry, no, we don't give mouse guts to spiders, we don't have mouse guts at home, and you don't feed spiders like that with mouse guts at all. It's true that there are some cases where some people feed big spiders with mice, for example, but it's not well regarded in the whole terrarium community. Because such a mouse can, for example, hurt the spider while defending itself. And overall, it's not very healthy for the spider. The main diet of such spiders consists of live insects, that is, feeder insects, which we can buy at a terrarium store, so we don't give spiders mouse guts. No? Okay. She just likes to speed up a bit sometimes. Oh, and I just remembered another fun fact. There's a scene that's directly attached to the one where Marv has the spider on his face, when the spider just lands on his face. Put there by Kevin. No, and then you can see that the spider is kind of red underneath. It's not that I dislike redheads. It turns out, my friends, I still have some stinging hairs left, but I want to show you something. Oh dear, oh my, I'm still brushing myself. All right, my friends, what I want to show you is this. Take a look. This spider is orange, rusty, reddish brown underneath. And that's a feature that also helped me determine what species is in the video. Because in that scene I described, when the spider is in that position and is placed on Murphy's face, you can clearly see its, let's call it, redness. And that's actually a very interesting feature. Because, you see, from above the spider is striped, meaning it has these bands. And overall its color is mainly dark gray, dull. But underneath, oh, what a surprise, we have a red spider as well, just a beautiful tarantula. In general, oh, my hand is going to itch now because it shed some hairs, so that's just the end of the world. They normally have urticating hairs, and sometimes they shed them. Well, this one, so now what? I'm screwed. How do I take it off? I can't even see it, well... Not here, 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 come here. That's all for now, friends. As for the answer to the question of what kind of spider appeared in the movie Home Alone, well, it was this one. I hope this answer satisfies you. I hope I gave you some cool facts about the spider itself and the movie itself. But so that this video doesn't end like that, I have one more thing to show you. Since this is probably the last video before the holidays, please treat this as a little bonus before Christmas. Because yesterday, while I was feeding all of my little cavalry here, let's call it that, I managed to record a pretty interesting shot with a pretty interesting spider, this time from French Guiana. Please meet the spider called Ephebopus cyanognathus, who was very upset that I was trying to give him food and water. Alright, now it's really the end. Say goodbye and let's get ready for the holidays. By the way, she doesn't have a name yet. Maybe you can help me come up with a name for her in the comments, because she's so cool and still doesn't have a name. See you next production. Wishing you a healthy, peaceful Christmas and all the best. Bye.